Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming out today to celebrate this momentous occasion and to commemorate Mayor Armstead and the council on their vision to redevelop and revitalize Linden Station and the downtown area. This redevelopment could not be possible without Mayor Armstead and the council's vision, progressive thinking, leadership, and strong commitment towards the city's future economic growth and the betterment of the downtown area. We are very appreciative of Mayor Armstead and the council in designating us as the redeveloper and providing us the opportunity to develop a premier transit-oriented landmark right here in Linden, at Linden Station. We're grateful for their support and the guidance we received from the Linden Economic Development Corp., the Planning Board, the Planning and Engineering Department, the Building Department, the Fire and Police Departments, the Traffic and Transportation Division, the Department of Public Works, all of the consultants and licensed professionals in the city, as well as the licensed professionals and officials in the county. As mentioned, this project is envisioned as the cornerstone to a true transit-oriented development that will aid and facilitate in the transformation and revitalization of the city's downtown, and in turn will promote future economic growth to the city and its small businesses, while enhancing and improving the lifestyles of the residents, the workers, the visitors, and the commuters. This development will feature a 569,000 square feet, 7-story mixed-use building with 334 apartment units, 13,000 square feet of ground floor retail space, and a 30,000 square foot amenities deck located on the 3rd floor. The amenities deck's focal point will be a built-in swimming pool and an outdoor pavilion with picturesque landscaping and hardscaping throughout, multiple seating and gathering areas, barbecue and fire pit areas, recreational areas, a dog walking area, and indoor fitness rooms for both cardio and strength and conditioning, community rooms, game rooms, and a fully equipped business center. We have assembled a great and very experienced design and development team to implement this vision in VLBJR Architects and Mid-Atlantic Engineering. We have engaged one of the best site contractors in the state in Harrington Construction and one of the most prominent general contractors in the tri-state area in March Associates to bring this vision to fruition. We're all very committed to working closely with the city and the county to ensure the success of this redevelopment and the positive changes it will bring to the city of Linden and the downtown area. Thank you.
First of all, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mayor Armstead, and I guess the operative word here is progress. I think for the last 6 years or so, since I had the support of council, I'll say, we've been moving this city right along, and we have a number of developments in town, but this one I think we refer to as a crown jewel, and that it's going to be the nicest apartment development that we have in the city. But let me acknowledge my council members first. I have my council president, Michelle Yamakaitis. I have the First Ward council person, Lisa Orman. Second Ward council person, Barry Javik. Do I have any other council? I'm looking around. Do I see any others? No, I don't see any. Okay, well, we have my planner, Paul Rickey, is here. Is Nick Pantina here? No, I see I have Armand Fioretti here. He's on our planning board. Alex Laspinosa, who's our chief of staff and our economic development, head of our economic development corporation. We have Rebecca Kearns-Titoli, my secretary, my confidential assistant. Is Alexis here? I don't know if Alexis is here, no? Mike Jovashoff is here, right? I got to tell you, Mike has done an outstanding job. You know, we had to relocate all the establishments in this particular location. And Mike did an outstanding job, and it was not easy. It was a tough job. People don't want to move, you know, but progress had to happen. So we have Kevin McManaman from McManaman, Scotland, one of our legal representatives. Thank you for all your hard work, Kevin. Bill Opal. Is Bill Opal here? We have anybody from our no, Bill Opal's not here? Okay. Bill Northgrave's not here either, right? Okay. Dan Banker. Is Dan Banker here? No, Dan Banker's not here. Okay. Kim Pizzo. Kim Pizzo's not here. Okay. But we do have Ron Moriello. Okay. Okay. So anyway, a little history here. This particular location was referred to as the Elmwood Plaza Retail Center, which has been here for decades, and it basically kind of like outlived its usefulness. It became a problem area. When we first started to take action on this property, not everyone agreed that we should condemn the property and take it over to have it redeveloped. But there were too many things going on at the property. We were expending too much of our police resources at the location, overdoses and shootings and the like. And so we decided to take action, and here we are today. And I don't think anyone is disagreeing with the action that we took now. So the other part of this whole project is that when you think about doing a project like this, is thousands and thousands of documents and papers, and Alex, my chief of staff, can attest to it. You go in his office, there's a file about from the ground as high as this related to this project right here. Just paper. But now we're here. We had the momentum. We're here, and this project is definitely going to be a success. It's an area we refer to as transit-oriented development, and it's going to be the most. We haven't spent this much money. Well, not we haven't spent. No developer in town has spent this much money on a project. It's going to be upwards of $120 to $140 million for this particular project, and for residential. It's going to create hundreds of jobs. For Linden residents, they range from construction to retail, administrative, and hospitality. And to get a project like this off the ground, we use what we call a pilot program. It's a payment in lieu of taxes. And these pilots have allowed developers like Ron to come into a town because banks want to see stability. Okay, so when you have, with the way taxes are going up in all these different towns, no bank is going to invest their money if there's so much volatility with the tax system, and if taxes are going to go up, it's not a good investment. So what we do, there's a structured payment plan, a certain percentage of the gross revenues for the first 10 years, second 10 years, and the last 10 years. It's a 30-year pilot, and that allows guys like Ron to come into our towns and develop. So this proposed pilot development will generate $53 million in tax revenues for the city over the next 30 years. Now, had we not taken action here, 30 years we would have only $7 million. So you can see it's a big increase in the amount of revenue that the city is going to be taking in. Now, one good thing about my council, my governing body, is that we don't squander money. This extra money is used to offset tax. It's used for tax relief. We do not want our residents taxed out of their homes. So when we receive revenues like this, it goes right into our budget to make sure that we stabilize property taxes, and that's a very good thing. So we're looking forward to this development and getting off the ground. Again, as we mentioned earlier, Ron has called this the city's crown jewel. I tried to get Ron to name it. I said, since you're going to call it a crown jewel, I said, why don't you just name it the Armstead One? Okay. I said, you're talking about crown jewels here. No, just kidding. No, but we want to thank you once again, Ron, for coming to Linden, for believing in Linden. I want to thank my council members for sharing a vision that I have and moving this city forward, because we never come to the table with bad ideas. And one thing I love about my council members, if it's not such a great idea, they tell you. We're not going for it, Armstead. You know, we don't care. You may be our political boss, but it's not a good idea. We're not going to support it. And that's what I love about him. Oh, and I forgot, I left Joe Bodek out there. We have our commissioner, Joe Bodek, in the audience here. Joe is not only our commissioner, he's a commissioner, a county commissioner. He's our city clerk. Okay, and I might have left out Felipe Capesa in the back also. He's in charge of our CID. So, excuse me if I forgot everybody. We have another department head, Keith Pressey, in the back. And I can't. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Sandra Jackson. Okay, and I have my chief of police here, Chief Hart, Dave Hart. So if I forgot anybody, and I have my two young ladies in the back, Uniqua Weeks and Lamaria Centrone, who work in my office also. So I don't want to forget anybody. I got my favorite engineer in the back there. I call her my favorite engineer, Stephanie from engineering. She's representing us well. So, but anyway, this is the nicest development, I'll say residential development that we have in the town here, and I just think it's time for us to stop talking and let's get a shovel in the ground. God bless you all, and thank you all for coming out.